Good morning, you lovely lot. I'm coming to you this morning live to talk about 3 trends that I see in the health, wellness, coaching and personal development space, and 3 truth bombs that kind of counteract that, or that you need to keep in mind if this is the area that you're working in. The first one is AI coaching. So AI is everywhere, right? We can ignore it, we can choose to not get involved, and there are a lot of programs that are AI driven. There are a lot of ideas that have come off the back of AI, and there are a lot of ways that AI can actually help us to have breakthroughs and can be personalized to help people. You know, doctors' surgeries and things are even looking at apps that have AI bots. You know, like if you go onto your bank's little AI bot, they'll have a conversation with you and they'll direct you to different places. And that's all great and it's fine. And in terms of triage, you know, and stopping the wait times, fantastic if that can help. And the truth bomb about this, about artificial intelligence, is you cannot replace the felt sense. Okay. So somebody might have something going on for them, and there's the fact of what might be going on. There might be a diagnosis around it. There might be a situation they're dealing with. But what AI cannot help with is the felt sense, the direct experience of how they feel about what's happening, how that feels in the body, the stress contraction around it, whatever it reminds them of, wherever it transports them back to, right? And that is what needs your help as a transformational professional, or at least that is what needs to be released in order to move forward. You can, you know, mindset yourself all you like, you can white knuckle it all you like, but that does not deal with the felt sense in the body of how you feel about what's going on, okay? The second one is trauma-informed approaches. Now, you'll see this everywhere, and it is very, very valid and critically important. We are all carrying trauma, whether we know it or not. And after C-19 and all of that, we have been more divided than ever. All the separation, all the masks, lots of stuff. I'm not trying to get political, but it's been proven that, you know, it's caused more abandonment issues and PTSD and goodness knows what else. So it is really important to be trauma informed at the moment. And the truth bomb here is you can be as trauma informed as you like, but actually if you're working in the transformational space, you need trauma sensitive or trauma specific tools to help you minimize the re-traumatization in your clients as you work through whatever it is that's coming up for them. And if you don't have that, you need to find it somehow. The third one is the focus on, or the integration of, mental wellness. So we talk about health and wellness, we talk about personal development, but actually the last couple of years or so, there's been a big emphasis on mental wellness because it's something we can't see, right? It's something that, you know, sometimes we don't even see any symptoms of it because we've become very, very good at suppressing things because we've had to. This society prizes us on pushing through, white knuckling, using our intelligence, being stoic, you know, using mindset and all the rest of it. And all that's fine. And when you suppress what's underneath, you're in for a world of trouble, right? So the thing around mental wellness is that now more so than ever, we are needing reconnection. And the reason that we need to be connected to people, either in person or in a cozy, intimate Zoom space or whatever, in a coffee shop or, you know, whatever it is, however the format turns out to be, the reason we need it is because we are so disconnected from each other and from the greater good and the collective that our usual human search for safety and home is intensified 10 times, 100 times. And what we get in this space together, in you looking at me, in me looking at you, if we're on a Zoom, is co-regulation and attunement. Because even if we are distanced and you're the other side of a screen to me, I can still help to co-regulate you. And you can still co-regulate me. It's how distance Reiki works, is that energy knows no bounds. It's not confined to a Zoom room. It reaches through the screen, and it can, your heart space, the vibration that you are operating at as a core, impact the brains of those within your field. Now, whether that's within your physical field of 15 to 20 feet, or whether that is in your field in the other side of the Zoom room, it doesn't make a difference. If you do it right and you are regulated yourself, you can become a fantastic source of regulation, co-regulation and attunement for your clients, for other people, things like that, which is why when networking is done really well, it's incredibly powerful. So all that to say, if you are looking to stand out in a pretty crowded market right now, those are three things you really need to focus on. Is make sure that you work with the felt sense, get some somatic training if you don't already have some, and work with the present moment. Somebody said to me, it was a couple of years ago, I think now, and it's really stuck with me. If you've got 6 hours to fell a tree, spend the first 5 sharpening the axe. And whilst that sounds like quite a hard-hitting and violent quote, it really isn't. What it means is the more work you put in at the front end in working with somebody, the easier and quicker the transformation is going to be. And when we're working with people who might be carrying trauma, so anyone who is looking to work with you in a transformational capacity, i.e. they want to make changes, they want to change beliefs, they want to get traction, they want to behave differently, they want to achieve something, it means that they're not where they want to be, which means they're going to have to change something. Now, you bear in mind that all our beliefs, bar none, are created before the age of 7. What that realistically means is our 7-year-old is in control unless and until we tackle it, right? And so, to that end, we need to drop into the body, because if we use the mind and the beliefs to try and forge a path forward and make change, your 7-year-old is in charge, right? And even when you try and change it, there's going to be some resistance there because of something that's gone on in the past that made you feel unsafe. So you always have to work with the body, drop into the body, figure out what's going on. What is the felt sense in the moment? How are you showing up for that? Where are you in relation to your felt sense or your client? If you don't work in that way, then you could consider joining my Trauma Sensitive Somatic EFT Practitioner certification, which not only gives you the tools to keep people safe to make transformation, but to minimise re-traumatisation at every step of the way. And then, so that's your trauma-informed approach, trauma-sensitive approach, and then obviously the focus on connection, co-regulation and attunement. If you would like to talk about training in trauma-sensitive somatic EFT with me so that you can, I guess, stand apart from the crowd and get ahead of the curve, drop me a message today. Let's talk. I'll see you soon.